Cats and cafes. Two words that belong together about as much as vodka and decisions. Yet entrepreneurs across the UK have decided that this form of Japanese pet rental is the next big thing. With over 6 shops being opened in 2015 and a further 7 known to be in development in various UK cities. But are these cafes really the future? I went along to Newcastle to see if a cup of tea could really be enhanced by time with a tabby. I'm here at the subtly named Cat Porcino, the second cat cafe to be opened in Newcastle in just 6 months. I'm a bit apprehensive because I've never tasted cat before, but I'm going to go in and see what it's all about. As a nation, we love cats. And of the 30 million of us who own a pet, 24% of us have a moggy mate. It's no surprise then that places like Cat Porcino have been instant successes. I arrived early to guarantee myself a seat. I'm waiting in the foyer to be seated by the cafe owner. I've got a sign here saying, "For the cat's safety, please stop here." I don't know what danger I am to the cats, but I'll just wait to be seated and see what happens. After a few minutes of waiting, I was ushered inside to begin the experience. The first thing to note about a cafe of this nature is that there is a lot of cats, everywhere. While I'd expected 2 or 3, Cat Porcino is in fact home to 6 cats of varying breeds and creeds, who were all cared for on a daily basis by members of staff. There wasn't an area of the room a cat hadn't occupied, and despite being the first customer, I had already begun to fear for any available seats. The few minutes before the bulk of customers arrive is a chance for the employees themselves to play with the kitties, and it wasn't long before I was honoured with a special game of Chase the Stuffed Cat Head on a String, a contest which aroused the spiciest of passions amongst the toms. Cat Porcino already seemed to be a fun and interactive place. Even the cameraman couldn't hide his bubbling euphoria. I decided to calm things down and sit next to this chap to find out what became of his ears. So I've been seated in the cat cafe and I've sat down next to this cat. I don't know its name, but I'm going to consult the photo album and try and find out who it is. But while I scanned the cafe almanac for information, my new friend had other plans. It was an omen of things to come, and the arrival of new customers saw a sudden change in behaviour from the playful pussies just moments before. Some had immediately had enough, retiring to the private cat room. Others continued to flee at the smallest of gestures, and the more extreme of the bunch went to all new lengths to avoid human contact, and it seemed to be one human in particular they were avoiding. After 10 minutes of not even seeing a cat, loneliness set in. Had I done anything wrong? Why didn't they like me? Does anyone like me? My cat cafe experience had already entered its blue period. I decided to ask cafe owner Sarah Zong why the sudden change in behaviour.
I think the cats is like you can't expect that they all coming to you. That's cats. So you have to come to them or maybe interact with them. They're really friendly. Sometimes they will come to you, like Alfie. Yeah.
Oh. So I've been in here for 15 minutes now. I've ordered a coffee, forgetting that I don't really like coffee. No cats have come towards us, and I think the trick is to get a toy, and I've chosen this sort of strange 2 bags of sugar on a stick toy. I'm going to see if it's successful.
But try as I might, the promising staff of sugar had little effect on our feline friends. Until I had an epiphany. With admirable stealth, I managed to prise the renowned stuffed cat head on a string toy from the paws of a feline and soon began to make revolutionary contact between man and cat. The toy was a great success, and the earless Moggy who had once fled at the sight of me was now completely at my mercy. Before long I was king of the cat family, a lion grooming his cubs. People in the streets flocked in amazement to witness the miracle. Look, child, that man is at one with cat. But the glory was short-lived, and on returning to my seat, I began to finally accept that these cats just weren't bothered about me. When it came to me, they much preferred a nice stuffed cat head, a laze in the sun, or simply the company of others if available. They were even more interactive with the cameraman's coat, an object they gave so much attention he suggested we leave post-haste to protect its polyester buttons. And so after finally giving up on my coffee, I called it a day, putting an end to an upsetting and unsuccessful encounter. So, I've just finished my first cat cafe experience ever at Cat Porcino. I've had a quick coffee and a quick chat, and I really did try my best with the cats, and I don't think it's that I don't like them. I think it's just that they don't like me. So, I'm off to try my luck at a dog restaurant. Thank you.